edition of Ale Degustation in World of Tanks. This time, like you see, I will be playing British tanks, British light tanks, and actually 4 of them, because they share the same name, Cruiser 1, Cruiser Mark 2, Cruiser Mark 3, and Cruiser Mark 4. Like you see, they are very similar, and they occupy 2 different branches of British tree. See, tier 2 and 3, and tier 2 and 3. Okay, so let's start from the oldest Cruiser 1. Right, Cruiser 1, what do we have? Cruiser 1. Okay, you see it's an old-fashioned design with separate turrets for machine guns. And what they say about this tank? Light tank Cruiser Mark 1, the first cruiser tank in the British arsenal. Development was started in 1934 by Vickers. A total of 125 vehicles were mass-produced from 1936 through 1937. Okay. Oh, right, lots of gunners. Right, so here we have a nice little tank. Okay, and because I have British tanks, we'll be drinking British beer. And like you see, it's a very traditional London porter from Sainsbury's. Taste the difference, and it was brewed by Shepherd Neame, head brewer Richard Frost, 5% ABV, product of UK. So let's have a battle, and then let's have a bottle. Okay, right, let's start a battle. I'm just wondering how long it will take to find a battle for this low tier tanks. So I think I will just show the bottle. It is a classical Shepherd's Neame bottle, clear. Nice, actually dedicated cap. The same purple color as neck. Taste tested by customers. What do you have? Mines. Okay. Right. Let's prepare. Right, like you see, I have the best gun for this tank. Pom-pom. 4 shells in the magazine. Like you can see, it's not very fast tank. Definitely faster than infantry. Alright. It goes better from the hill. But has very limited speed and low power engine. Oh, there's a huge battle above. Okay. Right. Oh, come on, a little bit faster. Uh-oh, I have a problem. Where are you?
Enemy armor is hit.
Got him, okay. Do we have anything here? Anything here? Can I see anything? No, it's hidden. Aha, aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on, show me. Show him. Come on. Where are you? Come on, I'm stuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are you, friend?
The gunner's injured. We're trying to cover for him.
Alright, and I'm dead now. Ah, here you are. Here you are, my friend. Can I see you? Well, I'm stuck. Well, he's too far, so I can't see him. I can't spot him myself. That's a problem. You can see this blue circle on the minimap. This is my view range. Oh, come on, come on. Come on, spot him, please. Where are you? Where are you, my friend? Where are you? Oh. Right, most probably we will win. But it's a question if I will survive. I don't have very good score. Hello, where are you? Hello, I'm coming in peace. Hello. Okay, at least I have some points for spotting. Well, it wasn't, you know, the big disaster, but it wasn't very big success either. Right, at least it is a win. Okay, just a master batch third class, very poor. Very poor performance, but at least I did survive and I won. Okay, so this was the game in Tier 2 Cruiser Mark 1, right? So Cruiser Mark 2 with a different gun. It is a howitzer. It will be very powerful gun, and of course a very slow going tank and very long aiming time as well. Right, light tank cruiser Mark II. The A10 Cruiser Mark II was a further development of the A9 modification, designed by John Carden. The A10 had enhanced armor and no machine gun turrets. A prototype was built in July 1937 and adopted for service as a heavy cruiser tank. A total of 175 vehicles were ordered between 1938 and 1939, which were manufactured by September 1940. The vehicles saw combat in France in 1940 and Greece in 1941, and North Africa in 1941. Right. So we have a howitzer, 3.7-inch howitzer. A very slow rate of fire, but I know it can cause a huge damage. Like you can see, there are very similar tanks. If you would take those turrets, it will be almost the same silhouette. Of course, it's very similar turret, right? Okay, so I would try to open beer, because I'm talking and of course I already a little bit dry in my mouth, so let's pour it out. Like you can see, quite dark color, brown, very nice beige head, small and medium bubbles. It is very dark, you can't see through, definitely. Very nice thick foam. Nice aroma. Lots of coffee, lots of dark chocolate, some burnt crust, little bit of dry fruits, maybe some licorice, but it's distant. Yeah, quite fruity. Very nice. Let's have a try. Quite pleasant. Very drinkable. I would say full body, but it makes so drinkable mouthfeel. You know, you want to have another sip straight away. Very bitter, but bitterness actually is coffee and burnt crust type. Some hoppiness, it's rather English type, like a little bit herbal, a little bit grassy, very pleasant, very pleasant. What did you say? Well, 5% ABV. A rich dark beer packed with intense flavors of chocolate and spicy licorice. Licorice is, I don't know, distant, but it does exist. This style of beer was very popular in London during the 18th century and can trace its roots back to 1720. It is brewed with charred malt and English hops. You know what, I will just start the bottle. And English hops to give a truly unique flavor. This is Shepherd Neame's delicious interpretation of this classic beer. Served lightly chilled, this beer would happily complement the richest of chocolate puddings. Oh yes, of course, why not? Right, so it is a very nice product actually, so if you can just try it, why not? It is very enjoyable beer, very nice, not smooth, just foamy mouthfeel. So coffee, quite dark roast coffee. Lots of właśnie, lots of burnt crust notes, and herbal, very nice herbal fruit. Like you can see, it's rather slow down. Like I said, slow down. With a huge troll gun. Right, hopefully I will be able to shoot someone. Because, you know, if you will hit something, it will make a huge impact. If you will be lucky, to hit some. Right. Okay, now we have a cover. If I will see it. Oh, come on, guys. Nah. See. I will just wait. They will come. Oh, come on. How they can see me? No, I didn't hit him. Oh, okay. This is disaster. Bam. Okay. Okay, this vehicle has had it. You see, it is very hard to hit something with this gun. Right, so let's come back to beer. It's a lovely beer. Prevention. Produced in England, bottled for Sainsbury supermarkets by Shepherd Neame, yes, of course. Right. Right, you know what? I'm just waiting for crew, so I will just read description of the next tank, Cruiser Mk. You see, they are very similar. It has a different turret. Details. Light Tank Cruiser Mk. The vehicle was developed on the basis of the Marco 1931 Christie tank, purchased by the British Army in 1936. The vehicle was intended to be a fast, lightly armored breakthrough tank. A modified design was deemed successful and became the basis for the other cruiser tanks. A total of 65 vehicles were built. They saw combat in France and North Africa in 1940-41. Okay. I can see this vehicle has a yet another different gun. Okay. Right. 2-pounder. It's quite nice penetration. And like you see, you can have this particular gun in many different tanks. See, in every cruiser actually. Okay. Right, so we have this one. Okay. If I will have more time, I will just play another game with the Cruiser Mark II. just to show you if I will hit anything. But because we have 4 tanks, I want to show you those 4 tanks, and then if it still will be some time, I can come back and have another session with speed, maybe. You know what? It makes an impression of very sessional player. Now, of course, it's 5%, and it's quite rich, so it would be difficult. But it has a very nice mouthful, you know. It makes a very nice impression. It is quite bitter, but very, very drinkable. Really, very drinkable porter. If it was, I don't know, old recipe, yeah, I can imagine why it was so successful in 19th century. It's just a lovely beer. Banana. Right. This tank is a little bit faster. So I think it would be a better idea just to go on the hill to the castle. Maybe I will be a little bit more successful. Let's see. I'm sure that, you know, most of the much better players would just say, "Oh, he's playing like an idiot," and you know. Well, just the fun. Why not? I just thought it will be quite good idea to have a play and enjoy a beer in the same time. So, you know, 2 pleasures. Right, come on, come on, come on. Panzer 1C is very problematic. Bam! Like I said, very problematic. You know what? I don't I don't have much luck. Look, it's like you can see, it's just overpowered tank, really. With this super machine gun, it's just very hard to resist, you know, especially when you don't have nice armor. Okay, right. It will be very short episode this time. So I think we will come back to those tanks. Right. So Mark IV, like you see, it looks very, very similar. It has a different gun. This time it's not a pom-pom. It's Mark VI buffers. The same actually 40mm caliber, but you know, it's much longer, has a much better penetration, and of course damage is a little bit better. Of course, you know, it's just a typical British gun, so it has very, very low alpha damage. Right, what do you say about this tank? An upgraded version of the Cruiser Mark III. The tank featured armor enhancement by the additional screens. Where? Those? Or those? Who knows? The Cruiser Mark IV fought in France in 1940 and in the early stages of the North African campaign vehicle saw action in the winter of 1941-42. The total of 655 tanks were mass-produced. Yeah, okay. But like you can see, it has much smaller crew. Only 4. Crew of 4. And here we have 4. And in this line, well, it's 5. And Mark 1? 6. Okay, so we are waiting for the Mark 3. I just left a black spot there. Okay. Right. So let's come back to beer. Let's enjoy. Why not? It's not sweet, it's rather dry, but very nice creamy mouthful. Very creamy. Sometimes it makes impression that it's quite thick, but on other occasion it's very drinkable. Fast flowing, and it's just a very very pleasant beer. Right, so after those tanks, let's see what we have in Tech Tree. Those two leads to Covenanter and then Crusader, and it's the end of the light tanks in this industry. Later you have just have a medium tank, Cromwell, and medium tanks to the end. And in this branch you have Valentine, and this is the end. So we have another 3 light tanks to see. Covenanter, Crusader, and Valentine. Very very different tanks, really. Well, how it looks. This one actually is quite similar in look with cruisers. Okay. How's Crusader? Yeah, it's very similar to Crusader, so those two are very similar. But Valentine is completely different. Come on. Valentine is very very different. It's more similar in design, especially the back, with the medium tank, with the Matilda, and it's very well armored, really very well armored. What lacks in this tank is speed and not very powerful gun, but armor is for the light tank. It's very very good. Okay, I don't know. This is 40. You see, 60mm armor everywhere. Very good, very good. When in you will compare with even Cruiser Mark II, it has only 30mm in thickest part, and then 22 and 12. 12 probably will be on the back, somewhere there. 12mm. this one. Can I see? Oh, 30, 14 and 14. So you see, they are very, very light armored. And how's Matilda? Ha! Matilda! 75, 70 and 55. Yes. This actually was so thick that Panzer III with its 37mm anti-tank gun couldn't penetrate it at all. Okay. Right, so we are still waiting. It is a result of my disastrous playing. At least I can enjoy the beer. Really, I should have I should show you some good replay. Maybe this would be a better idea. Defeat. Right, okay, another tank. Let's battle. Just finger crossed it will be much better. Because you didn't saw any action actually. Right. Okay, Kimmer's up again. Another series of the same map again and again. Typical, very typical. This tank is quite agile, so I think we can go on top of the hill. We have Panzer 1-3 on the other side. This can be difficult. You know. But you should be brave. You should be brave. So let's go. Okay. And go. I know that you saw this actually part of the Timmerstall many times. Doing? Why they let this T-46 go so far? Okay. Okay. 4 penetrations. Okay. Panzer 1C. Uh-oh. See the target. Can I see anything there? let's go then. Oh, Panzer 1C is there. Right. It is a quite hard game. Okay. Got him. Right now. Think. Ooh. This is no good. This is no good. This was sucks. Ay, 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 ay.
Ammo rack is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow.
Well, I'm in not very good position. How he saw me? I couldn't see him at all. Right, so it's disaster again. And they captured base. Sorry, really, I'm sorry. Right, let's see. The end screen, defeat. Master Gunner. Oh, I have some medals there. Best in team. Well, at least something. Right. So let's see if I can show you Master Destruction with the howitzer. If it will no go, no, well, I'll just quit. You know what? It's quite gassy because I can't stop burping. But definitely, it's worth to try. It's not very expensive, you know. Just a supermarket beer pub, but quite nice. Okay. Oh, right. It looks like it will be quite long episode today. So I'm just promise that it will be the last game. Right, hopefully next one will be shorter. It will be only 3 tanks to show. Come on, Snaily. Come on, it's not even turtle. Because it's so badly armored that you can't even say that it has a shell. It's like a snail shell, you know. Bad. Right, my friend in BT2. Go and spot. Oh, come on, friends, come on. Don't be shy. Come out. Let me kill you. No. Now I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. That's what I wanted to show you. Total annihilation. Yes. This tongue just evaporated. Come on, come on. Come on, don't be shy. Please come in, friend. Just come in. Oh, come on, come on. What you saw? Aye. Well, sorry, I was trying to, get this circle so small that, I was waiting to look. But anyway, you saw the potential of this gun, just total annihilation. Unfortunately, it's so slow. Yes. It's hard to play this kind of gun, but it gives you huge amount of joy if you will see tank just blowing. Right. So I think it's a good, despite that it will be defeated again. It was a good show on the end. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed this beer. So please like it, please subscribe my channel, and of course if you done it already, hit the bell button. It will remind you about every new video on the channel, so you will be up to date. So see you in the next playing with beer with me, Degustation Master. Cheers.